Get your favorite snack and soda, pull up a chair and relax, and join me for a look at some of the best anomalies I've discovered on Mars. This is a culmination of many years of research. I've included 3D models and illustrations I created in which I speculate what we might be looking at. The first anomaly is a container-like anomaly south of Kuiper in a region called Terra Cimmeria. The high-rise photograph is called Sample Terrain, acquired on the 31st of July 2009 at 24.9 centimeters per pixel. The anomaly was spotted at a site at roughly 58 degrees, 40 minutes south, 156 degrees, 31 minutes west. And there it is, folks. Check this out. Let's zoom in on it and take a closer look. Check out what looks like rectangular opening with something sticking out of that opening. So the astronaut indicated here is about 2 meters tall. So you could easily walk into this object, folks. Up next, a dome-shaped object south of Ioannis Regio. Terrain sample acquired on the 4th of November 2020. We're looking at 25.1 centimeters per pixel. The anomaly was discovered at that site roughly 41 degrees, 17 minutes south, 41 degrees, 39 minutes east. And there it is, folks. It sticks out like a sore finger, almost a perfect dome. Let's zoom in on it, and it looks like it's on a hexagonal base, and there's a strange smaller artifact on the top. It looks almost like a hatch, and the astronaut again is about 2 meters tall. So you could easily hop into whatever that might be. Up next, we're looking at Egyptian-style artifacts in Pyramus Fossae. There's so many in this one, I had to break it up into 3 sections. Surface morphology acquired on the 1st of November 2007 at 30.4 centimeters per pixel. The site is located roughly 46 degrees 57 minutes north, 49 degrees 0 minutes east. And we're looking at the object right there, folks. Almost perfect 6-sided object. Check out the straight edges, the symmetry and geometry in that piece. And we're looking at that part. It looks almost like a tombstone. Not that it is, folks, but it's got that design to it. Let's zoom in up close. Check out the straight edge, uniform thickness to it as well, and the strange triangular depiction on the top. And if you didn't know it's there, you'd miss it, folks. We have what looks like a sculpted piece in the shape of an ankh. Got the circular part and the cross over there. And I'll compare it to an ankh that we find in Egypt. We also found an ankh symbol near that strange doorway I featured recently as well. And we're looking at a strange obelisk-shaped anomaly there, folks. Check out the triangular apex to it. And there's a comparison to obelisks we find in Egypt. There's the illustration of the ankh, that strange tombstone-like object, and the obelisk. The astronauts also indicate the scale. They're about 2 meters tall. So these objects are quite huge. Then we're looking at part 2, strange eye-shaped anomaly on that block. Check out the ornate design. Strange, almost rudder-like anomaly on this thing. Uniform width to this rounded piece, and that part over there. It looks very similar to the illustration I put together of that strange sculpted eye or ship. And then the strange rounded part there. It's got a very unique thickness to it as well, very uniform. And then the rounded design. Strange part over here. It looks almost like dividers we'd use on highways here on Earth. And there's another one over there. So two similar objects very close to one another. And there's the illustration. I've included the block with what looks like an eye depicted on it. That strange sort of pyramidal piece, the rounded part with a uniform width to it, and then the strange rounded piece as well. So again, we're looking at rather huge objects over here as well. Let's take a look at those that are found in part 3. Strange triangular part, what looks like an open hatch on it there. Check out the symmetry and geometry to this piece. And that part there is located symmetrically through the center line. Then we're looking at that strange piece over there, folks. It's weird how it sort of bends over the one side over here. Also very symmetrical. It's got a smaller dark spot in its center. Then we're looking at that strange item. Looks almost like a sarcophagus type of design. Check out the symmetry and geometry to it as well. And then it has this gap or bevel on it running through the center. And there, those are in the illustration. So again, we're looking at rather huge items over here. Could easily hop into whatever that might be. Could it be some type of craft? Then we're looking at a huge ship-shaped object north of Asimov. And this is in a Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter context camera photograph. So this object is huge, folks. We're looking at 44 degrees 38 minutes south, 4 degrees 58 minutes east. And there it is. It's almost 300 meters long. My friend Saturn Arc found this one. Check out the uniform height to this piece. We've got a right angle over here, and this rectangular part sticking off the back, and then right through the center line there we've got that part sticking up as well. There's an outline of what we're looking at there, folks. I compare it to a tanker we find here on Earth. It's huge. And there's the 3D illustration. One of my channel subs said that this makes it look a lot smaller than it really is. But I'm trying to depict this guy's got a rocket pack or a jet pack on, and he's way up above this object. You can see from the two guys here how big this object is. So we're looking at a type of a ship. Up next, megalithic blocks in Elysium Planitia. Fractured mesa in Elysium Planitia acquired on the 18th of September 2014 at 27.4 centimeters per pixel. The site is located roughly 1 degree 26 minutes north, 168 degrees 47 minutes east. And we're looking at the strange L-shaped part over here, folks. Check out the straight edges, right angles to it, and then a 45-degree angle on this cut there on the one side. It even looks like this could be a structure with an opening over there. We're looking at these blocks, and they're still packed tightly together, and it's got this capstone on the top. Some more blocks tightly packed together, and this one's got a strange triangular part on the top with what looks like a dome-like protrusion or knob sticking out of it. This one's got very well-defined edges, very smooth, flat surfaces, 90-degree angles to it as well. This item is also rather odd, and it's huge. It's about 20 meters long. It looks almost like some type of structure, like a pyramidal type of design to it. Look at the symmetry and geometry going on here. Weird block with a small conical feature on the top. It looks almost like a blockhouse. Rather odd piece. Another block over there, folks. More over here. This whole area is totally decimated. Check out the smooth flat surface and the right angles to it. And there's an illustration that includes all those items. This block over here is about 10 meters tall. I forgot to include a couple of astronauts to give you an indication as to scale. This block over here is about 12 meters long. Looks very Mayan, Incan or Olmec in nature. So check out that piece. It's weird to see these blocks still next to one another. This is one of the few areas on Mars where we actually still find blocks tightly packed next to one another. There's that item. Up next, possible Mayan or Incan face on Mars. This is in Maro Protonillus mensae. The IRIS photograph is called Viscous Flow Feature, acquired on the 7th of January 2022, and the resolution is 29.9 centimeters per pixel. And the site is located roughly 41 degrees, 56 minutes north, 44 degrees, 21 minutes east. And there it is, folks. One of my channel subscribers, John McGavick, pointed this one out years ago. I think it was about 4 years ago. So this item is at least 30 to 40 meters tall. It looks like it's toppled over or it's sculpted into the surface. We have what looks like the head over here, nose, eye, mouth, strange ear. It's got this L shape to it. Looks like it's wearing some type of headgear with a part running through the center, matching up with the nose. And then this could be the top part, the chest. Highly eroded, of course. And there's the 3D illustration. The astronauts are about 2 meters tall. So it gives you an idea of how large this item is. So is it a statue that toppled over, or was it constructed on the surface to be visible from above only? Next up, possible ship or sculpted eye. This is in Protonillus mensae, and the item is so huge, folks. I haven't seen any other photographs of it, unfortunately. Also, a context camera photograph, and we're looking at a site 41 degrees 19 minutes north, 57 degrees 23 minutes east. And the object is right there, guys. This is zoomed out, and we'll take a close-up look. Here it is at 1:1 scale. So we're looking at about 500 meters in length. Check out the sort of eyebrow there, the two eyelids, and what could be a pupil, or it could be a ship with oars sticking over the edge. Are we looking at a ship that is docked in this strange S-shaped docking port? You can see it's got like 3 layers to it, a teardrop shaped piece on the top running through the center line. This thing's got some symmetry to it as well, and then the strange rounded rudder part here at the back. And I compare it to the symbol of an eye that we find in Egypt. Or could it be a ship? I don't know what to make of this thing, folks, but it's huge. Could it be some type of battleship, or an older type of Roman galley with these oars sticking out over the edge? Up next, possible structure east of Euripus Mons in Promethei Terra. The high-rise photograph here is called Promethei Terra Terrain, acquired on the 8th of July 2016. The resolution 25.2 centimeters per pixel, and the site's at roughly 46 degrees south, 116 degrees 52 minutes east, and we're looking at that anomaly right there. Let's take a close-up look. It's got this rectangular block part on the top, small protrusion or knob in the center, and then this sort of slanted look to it as well. There's the illustration. Strange pyramidal shape to it. Very South American type of looking anomaly. Then we're looking at a strange structure near the Raptor complex pyramid. This is in Elysium Planitia. And for those of you that don't know the Raptor pyramid complex, George Haas from the Sardinia Institute checked these out on my channel, and he actually wrote a paper and called it the Raptor complex pyramid. It also featured on History Channel's The Unexplained with William Shatner. So, disrupted blocky outcrop in Cerberus Palace. Acquired on the 1st of June 2010 at 55.6 centimeters per pixel. And the site is located 8 degrees 12 minutes north, 149 degrees 24 minutes east. So we're looking at the strange structure type of item there. Let's zoom in on it. So let's have a look at an outline of what this might be. Some symmetry and geometry in this piece, multiple layers to it as well. And there's the 3D illustration. I estimate this to be about 30 meters across. Check out the dome-like part on the top, also multiple layers. Strange walled-in area. It's almost like a fort or an outpost. The next one is a possible structure north of Johannes Regio in a region called Noach's Terra. The high-rise photograph is called Greater Hellas Region Crater Rim or Escarpment, acquired on the 8th of August 2012 at 25.4 centimeters per pixel. The site is located roughly 37 degrees, 54 minutes south, 42 degrees, 7 minutes east. And there's the item, folks. So it's quite huge. I'd say it's about 50 meters in length. And it's got a strange design to it. Definitely hollowed out. Maybe this is a walled-in structure with sand that pushed up against it. Check out the separating wall over there. Some rectangular design on the inside. And there's a 3D illustration of it. Very strange. It's very similar to the structure we had a look at near the Raptor Zone complex. Could it also be a type of an outpost, or maybe was it filled with water at one point, like a reservoir? Possible structure spotted in Raga. This is in Ahonia Terra. The high-rise photograph is called Raga Crater, acquired on the 23rd of July 2009 at 24.8 centimeters per pixel resolution. The site is located at 47 degrees, 42 minutes south, 117 degrees, 29 minutes west. And there it is, folks, right there in the center of the image. And there's nothing else like it in this terrain. It looks almost like it has a hatch or an open door on the top. Also slightly slanted. The illustration will point that out quite nicely as well. And the astronauts give you an idea of how huge this item is. And again, they are about 2 meters tall. Scarab beetle-shaped object in Hunton in Noach's Terra. The high-rise photograph here is called Fresh Small Crater on Rocky-Filled Floor of a much larger crater. Acquired on the 15th of August 2012 at 25.3 centimeters per pixel. And the site is located in Hunton at 38 degrees, 59 minutes south, 23 degrees, 33 minutes east. Right there in the center of the image, folks. It's got a strange design to it. It looks almost like a carving of a scarab beetle, maybe even some type of technology. The illustration will point it out quite nicely. Check out the similarity. These are carvings of the scarab beetles we find here on Earth. And there's the illustration. Could we be looking at some type of technology, or is it a sculpted piece? The astronaut indicates the size. Strange crescent-shaped anomaly in Hunton, Noach's Terra. The same photograph, small fresh crater on rocky-filled floor of much larger crater. Zoomed out, check out the almost perfect crescent shape to it. Very flat surface inside a circular depression. It doesn't look like a crater impact. This looks more like a ramp going down here. Could this be some type of mining operation or an underground entranceway? Who knows, folks? So check this out. I'd love to go and have a look at this thing. Strange object north of Koblenz. This is in Ionia Terra. Migrating and static sand ripples on Mars. Acquired on the 11th of July 2013 at 24.8 centimeters per pixel. The site is located at 52 degrees 19 minutes south, 92 degrees 56 minutes west. And there is the anomaly, folks. This looks like a disc-shaped anomaly that's hovering above the surface, or it might be attached to a mast. I'm not sure. Check out the symmetry and geometry to it. It's on the edge of what looks like a metallic piece. It's also got a oval or cylinder shape running across the center. There's the illustration. I think this thing's about 8 meters across. So, could it be a radar dome type of anomaly or a craft? I don't know. Up next, strange structure in Kotka. This is in Cerberus Fossae. The photograph in which I found this is called western portion of well-preserved crater near Tartarus region. Acquired on the 29th of August 2008 at a resolution of 28.7 centimeters per pixel. And the site is located in Kotka at 19 degrees 22 minutes north, 169 degrees 34 minutes east. And there it is, folks. It's got a strange look to it as well. It looks almost as if that there is a sphere attached to this part. Looks like entranceways on it. This thing isn't so big, but you can stand over here on the inside. It's got multiple rectangular layers to it as well. The illustration points that out quite nicely. Could this be another one of those radar domes? Or is it something like a water container or reservoir? So it looks like a little outpost. The astronauts are 2 meters tall. Strange triangular object in Kotka. This is from the same photograph. And we're looking at that weird shaped object there. It's got like a triangular outline to it, rounded here in the front. What looks like an oblong dome-like part here towards the point. Also running through the center line, it looks like something is covering the other half. There's the illustration. So if this is a craft, this guy that's 2 meters tall will easily fit inside it. Up next, the Kanowski Arch and nearby artifacts on Mars. This is in Acidalia planitia. From the photograph Kanowski Crater Central Peak. Acquired on the 18th of January 2010 at 34.8 centimeters per pixel. It's right there in the center of Kanowski on what looks like an ancient pyramid, which has got tiles or rows and rows of blocks or slabs on it. This is roughly at 56 degrees 40 minutes north, 9 degrees 54 minutes west. And my friend Saturn Arc found this item, folks. There's nothing else like it in this photograph. Each side is about 12 meters in length. It's got this strange triangular design to it, hollowed out part in the center. Check out the rounded design on the corners. We're looking at that alignment over there, folks. That whole item there is about 17 meters in length. Got two rectangular parts next to one another with protrusions or knobs on them, with this strange smaller part in the center, and then that row of similar objects arranged parallel in a row next to this over here. That strange, sort of almost like a monument, if I could say, and it's 27 meters in length. Two similar blocks on either side of what looks like a disc-shaped piece there at the back, and a triangular block in front of it. Strange line parallel with this as well at the back there. And then this, I don't know what to make of it. It looks very much like some type of craft, maybe. It's about 7 meters in length. Get the strange, almost triangular shape to it, with this oval part on the top. Almost like a conical feature on the top. And there are the items. And from the height of the astronauts, you can determine how huge these things are. So we're looking at the Kanowski arch that my friend Saturn Arc found. That alignment of items over there. That strange monument type of design. And then that item over there. So if this is some type of craft, you could easily fit inside of it. Maybe it's even some type of sphinx on Mars. Next up, the Bosporus rupes Baltic Sea-like anomaly. This is in Argyre, Planitia. The high-rise photograph in which I found this is called Complex Dunes in Thaumacia region. Acquired on the 6th of September 2013 at 25.5 centimeters per pixel. Roughly at 41 degrees 9 minutes south, 42 degrees 31 minutes west. There it is, folks. Looks almost like the Baltic Sea anomaly. And I'd say this item is approximately 15 meters long. It's got a strange design to it. It looks almost like the Millennium Falcon. The illustration points out the more ornate design features on it. I wonder what this small rectangular part is over there on the front. So are we looking at a type of a ship here, guys? Very interesting. As I say, it looks a lot like the Baltic Sea anomaly we find here on Earth. Up next, the disk west of Pyramus Fossae in Protonillus Mensae. The photograph in which I found this is called Possible Olivine-Rich Terrain, acquired on the 17th of August 2008 at 30.1 centimeters per pixel. And the site is located there at 47 degrees 21 minutes north, 49 degrees 31 minutes east. And there it is, folks. There's nothing else like it in this terrain. It looks like a small craft on a rectangular cleared out area underneath it. And I'd say that disk is about 5 meters across. Check this out. Cleared out rectangular area underneath it, and it seems to be lying on its side. Got the disk at the bottom, small winglets on the sides, and then the dome in the center. And there's an illustration of it. As I say, that's about 5 meters across. And at the time that I put this together, I didn't include an astronaut. But you get a rough idea of what we're looking at there. Triangular-shaped object west of Kowalski. This is in Terra Serenum, intersecting Graben. That's what NASA calls this high-rise photograph, acquired on the 11th of February 2010 at 51.1 centimeters per pixel. And it's right there, folks. Roughly 30 degrees, 1 minute south, 148 degrees, 47 minutes west. My friend Saturn Arc found this thing. Right there on top of a huge boulder. A close-up reveals it's got this delta wing type of shape to it, and then 2 slots at the back. Looks very much like a craft. And it's also got what looks like a small disc-like object on the back. Very similar to this one. Same size and shape. So what are we looking at here, folks? Some type of craft, or a drone, a mothership to these smaller craft. Who knows? Y-shaped object in Hallis Basin. This is in Prometheus Terra. Candidate a recent impact site, acquired on the 2nd of November 2020 at 24.9 centimeters per pixel. And the site is located roughly 48 degrees, 59 minutes south, 119 degrees, 23 minutes east. And there it is, folks. Check out the wishbone type of shape to it. Perfect symmetry and geometry to it as well. And I compare it to another sort of Y-shaped anomaly I discovered in Terra Chimeria. There it is up close, folks. So it's also rather big. The astronauts are approximately 2 meters tall. I built all these 3D models you just had a look at for a game I created called Exploration Mars. I released this game about 3 months ago. You can download it off my website for free. I'll include a link to it in the description below. So in this game, you are an alien investigating the anomalies on Mars. So I depict them in actual size. The little explorer alien is 2 meters tall. So it gives you a good idea what these anomalies would look like in 3D, if you could move around them, fly over them, etc. Here's a couple of screenshots. I've included 3 or 4 levels that you can visit through the use of portals, making it easier to jump between the different sites. And there's a depiction of the Raptor Zone complex pyramid. It's about 2.5 kilometers per side. The Ankh, Scarab Beetle, the Obelisk, all these items we checked out previously. And then inside this temple, we've got depictions of what might be the Summa Triangle asterism. These were also found on Mars by me, and you'll find information about these anomalies on these little windows that I've included in the game. And then we also hop over to Phobos to check out the huge monolith that is there, which Buzz Aldrin talks about as well. There's that block with the eye on it. You've got some companions. I've included little drones that move around and explore this area as well. The Kanowski Arch I put right up there on the mound, overlooking all the anomalies. Also have male and female companions that join you on your quest. Thanks for watching this one, folks. This is the end of the presentation. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up and share it with like-minded friends. To my new subscribers who joined recently, welcome on board. I hope you enjoy my work. Take care, everybody. I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be a playthrough of the Mars Explorer game itself. Lots of you have indicated you don't have PCs with graphics cards, or you're running an iMac or a non-Windows system and you can't install the game. Unfortunately, I can't compile this game to run on a Mac and so on. I've only got a Windows 11 64-bit system. So I'll do a full playthrough, and in that way you'll be able to see all these anomalies close up. We'll be rummaging about the place. Take care, everybody. Ciao for now.